So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and move along.
I would suggest you just go back to work.
I'm going to ask you to move along.
I suggest you just go back to work. I suggest you just go back to work and stop giving people orders on the public sidewalk.
We're going to ask you guys to leave.
Ask me to leave where?
The post office area and filming the people.
I'm going to respectfully decline your request.
Okay, I'm going to ask for somebody else to come in.
You're infringing on my rights to take a picture of me.
I'm infringing on your rights?
Yes.
Here, let me infringe a little closer.
What the hell is your problem, buddy?
You're very close to me.
Yes.
And you're about 10 seconds away from getting sprayed in the face. So
Yeah.
I would back up if I was you.
Hey, but you can go to hell.
I can if I want to. If you get in my face, bro, you're going to be sorry. So stop getting in my personal space.
You stop insulting me.
Stop following me around. Stop getting in my face.
What the hell is this about?
Oh, couldn't get your way with him. Now you're going to try to give me
He's bigger than I am.
Go
you
home,
watch
dude.
yourself. Of course I do. I always have ideas.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Am I suspected of committing a crime?
Yes, you are.
What crime?
I need to see it. Disorderly conduct.
Am I being detained right now?
Yes.
How's it going, guys? Watching the Watchman here, out with Amagansett Press, here in Washington, Utah, well, which is the next town over from St. George, basically connected. And today we're at the Washington Post Office here. And as usual, we're going to take a look around, take some video here on public property, and see if the folks here respect our First Amendment right to do so. And we'll see how it goes. There it goes. So AP is going to go around to the other side of the driveway, and I'm going to stay here for now, and we'll see what happens.
So what you guys doing?
What's that?
What you guys doing with the GoPros?
Only the obvious. What are you doing?
Huh?
Only the obvious. What are you doing?
I don't know what the obvious would be.
Well, it's a camera. You know,
yeah?
takes pictures, video.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just curious what you guys are doing, because there's one over there. I thought maybe you guys were protesting something.
No, you know, just taking a video. Have a good one. Yeah, I always find it interesting, the way people choose to phrase things. Like I'm clearly standing here with a camera taking a video. Instead of asking why we're taking video, they'll just come up and ask, what are you doing? Well, the obvious, I'm taking a video on my camera here. He even knew it was a GoPro, so should know that that's what they do, right? How's it going?
What you guys doing?
I'm sorry?
What are you doing with that?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Just what's apparent.
What?
Just what's apparent.
Oh.
Nothing, just taking a video.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, I'm sure you guys know, but for those who don't, I'm not trying to be rude to these people who ask me what I'm doing. But I can't go explaining myself to every person, mainly because that would take up a lot of time, and also because, you know, plenty of them will just go inside and, you know, spoil the audit and tell them what we're doing inside. So just keeping it vague, and that's about it for now.
Customers are a little irritated by the fact that you're filming them.
I'm sorry,
Can I
what?
ask what you're here for?
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear what you said.
What are you here for?
What am I here for? What are you here for?
I have some customers that don't like being filmed,
Okay.
especially because it's not with their permission. You've been loitering out here for about a half an hour.
I've been loitering out here for about a half an hour.
So I'm going to ask you to
I would suggest you just go back to work.
I'm going to ask you to move along.
I suggest you just go back to work. I suggest you just go back to work and stop giving people orders on the
I
public
tell you what,
sidewalk.
why don't you stop? Hi. Are you with him? Sorry? Are you with them?
Who are you with?
Can you back up a little bit, tough guy?
I think it's
Yeah,
fairly
just do me a favor and
obvious
back
who
yourself up a little bit. Don't get my personal space.
You walked up here, not the other way
All
around.
right, I'm going to back up a foot.
Awesome, that's perfect.
So what's your question?
My question is, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious?
No,
No?
that's why I asked. Otherwise, I wouldn't have asked.
Do you know what this is?
I know it's a camera. That's
It's a
perfectly
camera.
fine.
So what do you do with a camera?
Sir, I have customers that are not very happy with the fact that you're throwing them.
I'm not very
out
happy about you coming out and confronting us the way
without
you
their permission.
did. Say again?
So I'm going to ask you very nicely to move along. If you don't move along, then I'll be more than happy to have my supervisor either come out and talk to you, or I can call the police and have them come ask you.
You can do
It's up to
you
you.
can do A, B, or C, whatever tickles your
Okay, I've
fancy.
asked you, so that's
All right, you have a nice day. What did he say to you?
Oh, you just walked up and said the same thing he said to you, and he was like, I suggest you move along. I was like, I suggest you go back to work and stop giving me orders on the public sidewalk.
Exactly. Wow.
What a clown, dude.
He gets like 18 inches in front of
Yeah.
me.
Did the same thing to me.
Yeah, I saw that. Now, well, he's either going to have his supervisor, come out and talk to us, or call the police.
Yeah, he comes out and says, oh, you guys have been loitering out here for the last half an hour. I was like, loitering?
Loitering for
Yeah.
half an hour?
First of all, it's been 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say, we haven't been here a half hour yet. 21 minutes and 38 seconds as of now. But regardless, guys, again, we are on the public sidewalk, as you can see.
It's amazing that these postal employees feel they have the power and authority to come order people around on the public sidewalk outside of the postal property. Ridiculous.
Stand by. What do you say? Customers are going in and complaining?
Yeah,
Are
I
they
think
getting
so.
nervous or something?
Yeah, something like that.
What happens is they probably go inside and say, hey, why are there two guys filming outside? And then they light them up. If they would just say, oh, that's their right, they're allowed to be outside, they're on the sidewalk, they're not bothering anyone, the customers would probably say, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But they fan the flames, and then this is what happens. Zero accountability in this world. Zero. There you go. There you go.
So what's the reason?
It's just a picture, man. It's not a big deal.
Picture for what?
You can take video too if you want. I'd be happy to, if you're a civil individual that wants to have a constructive conversation, I'd be happy to tell you what I'm
Some
doing.
of the customers are nervous that you're packing a gun and you're videoing.
Packing a gun, isn't this Utah?
Yeah, but
Anything wrong with that?
only if you end up with a bullet in the head.
I can't hear you.
Only if you end up with a bullet in the head.
If you end up with a bullet in the head.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't happened to me in 51 years, so
Yeah.
I'll hope my
You
luck.
know, I would rather be the one carrying the gun than talking to somebody who says that the postmaster is saying you're being belligerent, you're packing arms.
The postmaster said I'm being belligerent.
Yeah, you are to me too.
I'm being belligerent.
You are.
All right, well, now the conversation's over because you're an idiot. Have a nice day. Bye. Off you go.
No, it's
Toodaloo.
no.
Bye-bye.
You go to hell.
I didn't tell you to go to hell. I said off you go.
No, you don't tell me what to do.
Oh, well, then, well
Isn't
but
this- isn't
you
this
came
a
out
free
here to
country?
tell me what to do. How does that
No,
work?
I didn't tell you what
Sure
to do.
you
I
did.
asked you what you were doing.
Right. And
what's-
you're telling me I'm being belligerent.
You are.
That's hysterical.
You tell me to toodaloo.
You should really like visit the Improv and see if you can get your act on stage. I think you'd do
You
wonderfully.
should really end up in prison.
Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
no.
You're a threat.
I'm a threat?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so why don't you move to California? They're waiting for you. They got the Golden Gate open for you there, buddy.
So you're filming me without my consent.
You just took my picture
What's-
without my consent.
You said take my picture, and so I did. I didn't say take my picture, but you said take my picture, and so I did.
And I have to ask you guys to leave.
I can't hear you.
I'm gonna ask you guys to leave
Ask me to leave where?
the post office area and filming the people. We're
Well,
not
I'm
supposed to be filming.
gonna respectfully decline your request.
Okay, I'm gonna ask for somebody else to come in.
Have you called the police yet?
Huh?
Have you called the
I have
police
not.
yet?
Oh no, please don't call the police. God forbid. Don't do that. Why would you do that?
Because you're threatening.
I don't want to
You're
go to
telling
jail.
me
I'm
it's
afraid.
toodaloo long.
Yeah, well, I don't want to have a conversation with you anymore, so toodaloo. Off you go. Carry on.
I didn't say take a picture of me, and so
I think you're very bored today, and you're just looking for something to do.
You're infringing on my rights.
I can't hear you. Besides the traffic,
You're infringing on my rights to take a picture of me.
I'm infringing on your rights?
Yes.
Here, let me infringe a little closer.
What the hell is your problem, buddy?
You're very close to me.
Yes.
And you're about 10 seconds away from getting sprayed in the face. So
Yeah.
I would back up if I was you.
You don't talk to me that way.
I can talk to you however I want to talk to you.
You
What are you
can't
going to do
threaten
about
me.
it? I did not threaten
You threatened me with pepper spray.
If you're going to get in my face, you're absolutely right. Talk about acting
Is the police
belligerent.
coming? I want to make a complaint against this guy. He's threatening me with pepper spray.
Yeah, you better do that.
Carrying a gun.
You better do
I
that.
haven't seen them on the property, but they are just standing where you walk into the entrance.
You guys are going to get an education today. So I know it's been a long time, but you're going to learn something.
You know, if you got things...
Get back in your cute little Jeep and have a nice day.
What the hell's
You should have really gone for a full-size pickup truck, by the way.
What the hell's your problem? I got a full-size pickup.
I didn't approach you, sir. You decided to come out and be a big shot. Yeah, have a nice day. You're dismissed. Call the cops on a couple of guys with cameras. Brilliant. A+.
No.
And this guy's the supervisor, I would assume. Hi, good one, picture.
Oh, he's coming back.
Yeah, he hasn't had enough.
This guy hasn't had enough.
You're just inciting problems, aren't you? I didn't say you can film me.
Well, are both of you gentlemen aware
I
that there's a
didn't say you
federal
could film
mask
me.
order on federal property?
A federal what?
Federal property, there's a mandate to wear a mask. Where's your mask? You're violating federal
Where's
law.
your mask?
I've got you on video violating federal law. Let me go get your license plate so I can identify you. Yeah, you're on federal property, buddy. There's a mandate.
Okay.
And the supervisor's supposed to be wearing a mask as well. We're going to report you too.
Well, I got cancer,
Maybe that's
and
why
I have medical
You
issues.
just had it on a minute ago. You're full of...
No, I have hot flashes.
Oh, please. You have hot flashes because you're a woman. That's why you have hot
Whoa.
flashes.
Hey, but you can go to hell.
Yeah, I can if I want to. If you get in my face, bro, you're going to be sorry. So stop getting in my personal space.
You
or
stop
I'm going to
insulting me.
Stop following me around. Stop getting in my face.
What the hell is this about?
Oh, couldn't get your way with him. Now you're going to try to give me
He's bigger than I am.
Go
You better
home,
watch
dude.
yourself.
Guys want to try to start problems with us for taking video on a public sidewalk, but they're not wearing masks even though there's an executive order in place on federal property here.
I was going to explain myself to you until you turned it
More so for him because he's an employee of the post office.
You decided to be a fool, so now I'm not interested.
Oh, no, you added as much to it as I did. You're the one that threatened me
Why are
with
you
pepper
following
spray.
me around?
You're the one that threatened me with pepper
Why are you
spray.
following me around? Stop following me.
Because I want those videos destroyed of me.
Not going to happen. Find out who you are. Hey, you're in violation of a federal mask order there, supervisor guy. You better put your mask on.
This guy's a puppet, man. Every time I laugh or smile at him, he gets all riled up because I'm laughing at him for being a clown. So we got Washington City Police over here.
You got him on video getting like a foot in front of my
Yeah.
face, right? Yeah, cool.
Not even a foot. If the fence wasn't there, he would have been like touching you.
Yeah, I know.
Afternoon, gentlemen. How are we?
How we doing, sir?
Living the dream one nightmare at a time.
One nightmare at a time. There
That's
you
how
go.
it always, right?
Good. I have to ask. Can I just ask your name and badge number so I know who I'm speaking
Yeah,
with?
Officer Pratt, badge number 6X14.
6X14. Thank
Yep.
you, sir. Appreciate your professionalism.
Oh, no
Thank
way.
you.
I'm professional. Y'all pay me to be professional, right? Might as well act professional, right?
Yeah, that's what we all try to do.
So we just had some complaints that you might be bothering people at the post office. So I'm just coming to get your side of the story, what's going on.
Well, you know, I mean, if somebody complained, I'm not having a bad day. I'm doing fine. I'm
Okay.
out here just taking some video on the sidewalk, so you might want to speak to them and find out what
I
their
have
story is.
no idea what's going on. They called us, and I figured best to get both sides of the story,
People
right?
don't like cameras these days.
I don't, because I look fat.
Well, you have a body cam on.
Oh yeah,
And you don't look fat. I know what I know what's your best.
No, yeah, no, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened, who called in. So
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened either. I guess people just don't like cameras anymore.
I love cameras. I love body cameras. I love dash
Oh,
cameras.
yeah.
I've been doing this for 13 years. I love it all because one, it keeps me honest, and it keeps everyone else honest. Because let's say you said I called you whatever name. Well, who's to prove it if it's just between me and you?
You know what?
No
if I
one's
knew,
word.
if I,
No one's words any good anymore. It seems like these days.
if I knew you better, I'd give you a hug. That's
Yeah.
exactly what I want to hear.
Yeah.
What's wrong? As far as I'm concerned, a camera is an objective witness that doesn't lie.
Absolutely, it
So
is.
the more cameras recording, the better.
That's
Unless you're doing something wrong.
Well, no one wants to be reported when there's something
No,
wrong. I love
nobody
it.
does, yeah.
It's evidence for me. It's evidence for you guys. If you guys catch somebody else doing something illegal, like somebody comes and vandalizes your property, you're like, well, I think it was this person.
You know what's funny? You say that because our footage previously, going back, has assisted law enforcement in a couple of things.
See,
Once or
I'm a
twice
firm
here and
believer
there.
in like body cameras, house cameras. Like, how else are we going to be able to record
Absolutely.
anything else in the world?
Yeah,
So-
and with everything, you know what people say, with everything going on in the world, you're out here taking pictures. The way I look at it is the exact 180 of that. With everything going on in the world, why would you aggressively approach somebody out on the sidewalk doing anything?
Yeah.
Right? Just leave me alone and let me take my pictures.
Yeah. I mean, that's no problem. There's nothing up there about taking videos of the what do you call it?
No, well, this gentleman that's standing on the corner right here,
Uh-huh.
he's going to tell you I threatened to spray him with pepper spray.
Okay.
Okay, which I did.
Yeah.
Because he got about 6 inches in front of my face. He was literally I don't want to even get that close
Yeah, yeah.
to you. And I said, you're about 10 seconds away from getting sprayed if you don't back up.
Okay.
So now he's going to report to you that I threatened to spray, and it's all on video.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that I know that's going on. Other than that, it's just got a couple of guys out here taking video on the sidewalk and people getting upset about it.
Yeah, I don't understand what the whole.
And we do our homework. We know the law.
Oh yeah. That's the best thing to do.
And I want to thank you very much. We'll see as this continues.
Oh, yeah.
But so far, your cordial and professional demeanor is fantastic.
That's
and
what I get
appreciate
paid
that.
to be. I'm paid to be professional. So, yeah, that's exactly what the lieutenant up there said. He says that's what you said, that you're going to spray him.
Oh, I absolutely did.
Do you have your ID in you for what I can say, that so I can document that you said that to him?
No, I don't. Unless with all due respect,
Yep.
because I don't want to give you a hard time at all.
Yeah.
But unless I am lawfully required to give my identification, I hold that very valuable, and I
Absolutely, you
choose
should.
not to voluntarily give up my.
Well, I am asking for it for the lawful purpose of him making that complaint
Right.
against
Well,
you.
I'm saying you're asking for it. It's not a
Yes.
lawful demand.
Okay, well, I'm asking you to give me your license so I can just identify you.
Right, but I'm not going to give my license because am I suspected of a crime?
It's suspected right now of a threat.
Well,
so
that- no, no.
I have to still talk to them. So I
Right.
can,
Yes. Well, speak to them. Get the whole
So
story
he's
first, because I don't want you to violate my rights and then you have a problem.
Oh, absolutely
Yeah,
no. So
because I value my Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my papers and my
absolutely,
effects, so.
and you should, and everybody should be. So you're not going to give me your identification whatsoever, just so I'm clarifying with you.
I'm not saying I'm not going to give it to you whatsoever, but at this point right now, you're requesting it, and I would respectfully decline your request.
Okay. Well, I'm telling you to give me your ID because I'm trying to investigate what's going on right now.
Well, investigate it. I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay here. I'll walk up there with you. I'm not going
well,
anywhere.
hey, he's filling out the statement right there, so that's why we're just keeping. He's obviously upset about everything.
No, he can be upset. I want to go about my day and keep walking up the sidewalk. So
Absolutely. And as soon as I can get your identification and move on from here, then
well,
that's-
I'm telling you that unless you can articulate a crime that you suspect me of committing,
okay.
which in the state of Utah, I don't believe there is a statute for pepper spray. So I was responding to somebody threatening me, getting 6 inches away from me. So if he chooses to sign a complaint against me, I'm going to do the same thing against him. Then you'll have a mutual situation.
Okay.
How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing well, thank you.
So you do have pepper spray?
Oh, absolutely. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep. Well, when somebody gets 6 inches in my face, I said to him, you need to get out of my personal space. I asked him numerous times. It's all on video. And then I said to him, listen, you're about 10 seconds away from getting sprayed. Please back up and get out of my face. He was literally, I'm going to put my hand here, about that close. So yes, I did. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. I felt like I was being threatened, and my personal space was being invaded, and it's on a second camera right here.
Okay. Do you have your ID with you?
Of course I do. I always have
Okay.
ID.
Mind if I take a look at it?
Am I suspected of committing a crime?
Yes, you are.
What
I
crime?
need to see it. Disorderly conduct.
I'm suspected of committing a crime of disorderly conduct.
Yes.
How's that?
We received 2 phone calls from you, on you.
That I'm out here taking video.
Yeah,
That's not disorderly
We got a call
conduct.
from the post office saying
Okay,
that
but
you're
that's
harassing people.
No,
and
not
you're being
true.
loud.
It's
Yes,
all
you are.
on video. No.
Okay. So I need your ID. Let me take a look at it.
So are you lawfully demanding my ID or asking me for
Yes,
it?
I'm demanding it.
Well,
You're involved in a crime, so I need to see your ID.
I'm involved in a crime,
Yes,
or you're
okay.
suspecting me of a crime.
It's the same thing. So let me see your ID
Well,
or
if
give us
you're-
your name.
I'll give you my. If you're telling me you're suspecting me of a crime,
Yes.
and you're lawfully demanding my ID, I guess I'll give it to you. What happens if I don't give it to you?
If you don't get, then that's just another charge.
And that's just another charge. Okay.
Failure to disclose your identity.
So do you have any?
We are in the process of an investigation.
Okay.
And in that investigation, I have the right to demand your ID.
Okay. Well, if you're telling me you have a lawful right, and I'm going to check and make sure you do, but
Absolutely.
if
Yeah,
you're
you
telling
can-
me you have a
you can look
lawful
it
right,
up.
I'll give it to you.
Okay.
It's not a problem. Not looking to violate the law. I don't do such
Right.
things.
What are you doing around here anyways? What's going on?
What am I doing around
with
here? I'm
the
standing
camera.
out on a public sidewalk taking video and
Yeah.
photographs.
I'm just wondering.
Hold just a second. I'm having a hard time getting this out of my pocket. There you are.
All right. This is Officer Pratt. My name's Lieutenant Klotz. This
Okay.
is Detective Dove, so I'll be right back with you, okay?
You got it. Well, you know what? I'm getting a little suspicious of you guys now because I thought you and I were having a very good
I thought we were
conversation here.
having a good
So now I
conversation.
feel like I'm in one of those good cop, bad cop situations. So you're just going to try to keep me smiling while he goes and does whatever he's doing?
That's how I try to talk.
So-
If you don't want to have a conversation, that's
Oh,
fine.
well, you can see I was more than willing to have a
Well, yeah.
conversation with you, but now am I being detained right now?
Yes.
All right, so I'm lawfully being detained, so now I'm not going to have a conversation anymore.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fine.
Is this gentleman being detained as well?
I don't know if he's been. It sounds like he only asked for identification from you because of that. So
Okay. So is standing on a sidewalk in Utah with a camera disorderly conduct?
no.
Is telling someone you're going to pepper spray them if they get in your face 6 inches from your face disorderly conduct?
No. We have to get both sides. You know, that's why I'm talking to you.
Well, no, I was just accused of, I was just told that I'm suspected of the crime of disorderly conduct.
And that's what we're investigating.
Right,
now.
okay.
That's not the investigation.
Yeah, well, as long as you do a thorough investigation, I have no problem with it.
Absolutely.
And can I just get your name and badge number, sir, so I know who else is here?
I'm Detective Dove.
Detective Dove. And do you have a badge number, sir?
6 Delta 1.
6 Delta 1. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
And I'm hoping that you guys are not going to just take that gentleman's word for what happened. There's 2 sides to every, actually there's 3 sides to every story,
Yeah,
right?
you're holding number 3.
Yeah, I'm holding number 3.
Well,
So
I guess
hopefully,
number 4.
so we'll see how far this goes. You guys might have to take a look at number 3 here.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's funny how the supervisor put his mask on now. Amazing. Basically what you have here, I'll break it down for you real quick and you'll see it on the video, okay? You have 2 guys walking on a sidewalk, not interacting with anybody taking video, okay?
Okay.
I got approached by somebody who decided to get angry at me for taking this video and got 6 to 12 inches in front of my face. I repeatedly asked him to get out of my face, he refused. And then I finally told him I was gonna pepper spray him if he didn't, and then he backed up. So that's what occurred here today. So as far as disorderly conduct, the gentleman that committed the disorderly conduct is the guy accusing me of threatening him with pepper spray. That's your disorderly, here he is right here. This is your disorderly conduct.
How you doing, buddy? Hey, right on.
This guy's problem is going to be, his story is just a story.
Yeah.
I've got all the proof I need right here.
Independent witness.
Yeah. Well, I just hope you guys are going to be sensible about it and look at the entire totality of the situation, as you like to say, and not just listen to a couple of people get upset about people videoing on the sidewalk. We purposely did not go onto the property.
Yeah.
And I would like to file a complaint against him for getting in my face and being disruptive. And
Okay.
yeah, so how do we get that started?
I can get a statement for you.
No, I want to. If that's the way this is going.
That's what he filled out as a witness statement right now. That's what I believe. So obviously I've been talking with you two gentlemen.
Okay.
And so.
Yeah, let's take my statement.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you got it. And that means we're going to need his name and everything else on that document.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to get.
Okay.
Yeah, and you forgot to mention he was climbing on the fence like a monkey. The other supervisor guy had to tell him to get down.
Yeah. Oh,
like
that's
a
all on
lunatic
video.
out in public.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you both want statements? Or just
Well, no,
one
and
of you?
my son here also just reminded me that when I was on the outside of the fence that's on the sidewalk there,
Yeah.
and this guy started climbing the fence, and the supervisor from the post office had to tell him to get down off the fence. He
Okay.
was climbing over the fence at me.
So just to make sure, do you both want statements or just one of you?
Might as well fill
Yeah,
one out
might as
too.
well,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Alrighty.
He's still waving at me. He can't give it up.
Let's see here. Okay, good. The pen works. Alright, either way, both have my name and badge number on there if you guys filled the statement.
Okay. I'm gonna have a hard time doing that with this in my hand. Let's just see how your lieutenant's gonna handle this
Okay.
real quick.
I'll hold those for you so you guys, if you want me to. That'd
Sure.
be easier
Sure.
for you guys.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel rude not talking to you, but if you don't want to talk, I'm not gonna force you either.
Well, I'm
so.
not gonna lie. I feel like you know, this is a. I got to see how you guys handle this situation. But you're going to see on the video that my demeanor the entire time is exactly as it is now. And like I said, that guy was climbing on, and you just let him leave. So what if I was going to file charges against him?
We would have his information to submit charges.
Yeah. You're going to see him trying to climb over that fence at me, and the supervisor telling him to stop. He was out of control.
Okay.
And that's why I told him I was going to pepper spray.
Okay.
I don't just go around telling people I'm going to pepper spray. But if somebody's going to attack me, then, you know. And the reason I carry pepper spray, just so you know, is I think it's a very responsible thing to do. If you're going to carry a firearm,
Yeah.
you should carry something that's less lethal, right? Because you don't always just want to go to that.
No, you don't want to escalate.
And I've been carrying a firearm for 26 years without incident.
That's a good record.
Yeah, it is good.
I got 13. So.
There you go. Well, you probably carry them before you became a police officer.
No.
No? Really?
I was from Southern California. So.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So what's the secret meeting number?
I'm not sure. I feel like that.
Can we find out? Because you know, I'd like to carry on with my day here.
Yeah. I mean, you gentlemen, okay if I go talk to the lieutenant?
I'm not going anywhere.
Okay.
You have my ID, and I'm not going to leave.
No problem. All right.
So how are we doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
Which one is going to have the better way for you to stream so we can see what you guys were talking about with?
His.
Okay.
Where's your ID back, sir?
Thank you. Am I still being detained?
Yeah, we're still finishing up our investigation right now.
But that way we can check witness number. So that was 4, right?
That would be 4.
That witness number. There's 3 and there's 4.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do you have
So
a
what
way to
exactly
show us?
am I being detained for?
We're investigating disorderly conduct and threat of violence right now. That's the investigation.
Okay, so I'm also.
Yeah, and that's
Wait till you see the video,
Okay,
and
yeah,
you'll see. I was
that's-
just telling this officer. I was standing on the other side of that iron gate, and that gentleman that just filed the complaint actually was climbing over the gate, and the supervisor had to tell him to stop. He was coming over the gate after.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you're willing to show us the video, like I know I heard
Well,
Officer Pratt say that we do we talk to everybody. We just
Sure,
don't take one
yeah,
person's
absolutely,
word for it.
yeah.
So, yeah.
My face, of course, I'm going to
I
tell him
wouldn't
to back
describe
up.
you as climbing over the fence. He got up on the wall, but I wouldn't necessarily
Coming at me.
characterize it as he was
Coming
climbing
at
over
me,
the fence.
yeah.
But yeah, he got close to you.
He was how far away from me?
Yeah.
Less than a foot?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
close to
and
you.
what I did was ask him to back up.
Okay.
I didn't pull the spray out. I didn't stick it in his face. I never
Okay.
left my pocket.
Okay. Are you guys willing to send that video to us, attach to the report if you're wanting to file a complaint?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you guys are not pressing any charges against me, then I'm not going to file any charges against him, and we can just call it a day.
Okay. Well, yeah, in cases like this, it's not us that press the charges. You know, either he's the victim or you're the victim, and you decide whether you want to pursue charges or not.
Well, so is he filing charges against me?
He would like to pursue charges,
Well,
yes.
if he'd like to, then I'm going to file him against him, and this video is going to bury him. So
Okay.
I would have a conversation with him and tell him he's being a fool, if I
Okay.
was you. Because he's going to get buried.
Yeah,
in
and I
court
mean,
by the video.
it comes down to what the prosecutor decides,
Well, the prosecutor's
you know,
going
and
to watch
so-
these videos, and the prosecutor's going to see him coming after me.
Are you willing to, are you able to email those videos or anything to us?
Oh, of course, I'm able to, yeah.
Are you willing to?
I would like to know what direction this whole situation is going in before I start offering voluntary gifts to the police department.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll talk to Lieutenant Klotz. He's getting a little bit more information and stuff.
Okay.
So.
And as far as me being out on the sidewalk, postal employees have no right to ask me to leave the sidewalk. We never went on their property. Never stepped foot on the property.
Yeah, no, I see that, and I've seen you've
Never
been
had
very,
a conversation.
Very careful to stay here, even when we're
I pulled
talking.
up
You're
the
not.
intersection, you guys weren't even across.
And I never had a conversation with a single other customer except the guy that approached me. We didn't approach anybody. We didn't ask anybody any questions. We're not talking to anybody. I'm not causing a disturbance, I can assure you.
Yeah.
I know what the law is, and I stay on the right side of it.
I know that you're well aware of what the law is, or
Yeah,
else
I'm
you
not
wouldn't be
looking.
out here.
I'm not looking to
So-
teach my son how to break the law. That's not what we're out here for. I think you guys know what we're doing.
Well, can I ask what are like? What
Do you
is
have a suspicion of what we're doing?
What is the purpose of what you're doing?
Do you have an idea?
Like,
do you have your own beliefs about what we're doing?
I don't know what you guys are doing. I know you're out
And
here
I
filming.
don't want to give you a hard time, but I don't
that.
know what direction you guys are taking this thing. So once your lieutenant makes a determination on how this is being handled,
Yeah.
I'll give you my whole story, A to Z, the whole 9 yards, like they say, and I'll explain everything to you that we're doing.
Okay.
And you will probably, I'm sure, wind up appreciating what we're doing out here.
Okay. Sounds good.
There's no nefarious intent, no ill will. We're out here for a very specific purpose and a very solid, positive, constructive purpose.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what it is.
Oh, I'd love to be able to tell you,
Okay.
but I want to know if I'm being charged with a crime before I do.
Well, and it might not come, whether you're charged or not, it might not come out today. Like if you're wanting to pursue charges and the other guy wants to pursue charges, we forward it to the prosecutor and they review whatever information
I'm
we
only
have and
interested in
reports.
pursuing charges against the guy if he files charges against me. If there's no charges filed against me, I'm not looking at it.
Okay.
You know what? Because I'm a better person than he is, and I understand that he might just be having a bad day. Cameras might make him nervous. He might have had an argument with his wife this morning.
Yep.
I don't know what his story is. One of his kids might be in trouble somewhere. I don't know what his situation is. So maybe he's got a very good reason for being the way he's being in his own mind. So I'm not interested in getting him into trouble for that.
Yeah.
But if he's going to try to pursue charges against me, then he's leaving me no choice, and then that's what we'll have to do. Yeah. I'm not looking to ruin anybody's day.
Sounds good.
It's too beautiful out.
It is. It's been cold this week, but yeah, it's nice right now. A lot warmer than earlier this week. Yeah.
So now what happens when your lieutenant comes out? Do we have like this whole, like, is he going to listen to what I have to say, or what are you going to explain to him what happened on our end? You're going to explain to him what you're saying. So what did you see on the video?
Well, I saw, obviously he wasn't happy with what you guys were doing. And I explained to him that you guys were allowed to legally film.
Right.
You know, and as long as you're not getting up and being aggressive, being up in somebody's face
Sure.
like that.
Okay.
And then I saw that he was having a hard time either speaking loudly, or you guys are having a hard time hearing him. And then I saw him get up on the what is it, retaining wall there, and heard that.
Well, no, it wasn't that he couldn't hear. What happened was he said to me, "You can't take my picture," and I said, "Sure, I can." And he said, "Well, I didn't give you permission," and I said, "Well, what do you mean? I'm taking your picture."
That was all at the beginning of the video.
So then he
and
got
stuff,
mad at that, and that's when he started to come over the fence.
Yeah. I mean, from what I saw, it didn't look like he was trying to come up over the fence, but
Did it look
he got up on the wall.
Did it look like
to
I was
talk to
being
you.
threatening to him?
To me, no.
I don't think so either.
No, the video doesn't. No.
That's what I'm
Video.
telling you. And if he told you things that aren't true, I don't know what's in his statement.
Yeah.
But if he told you things that aren't true, as far as I know, filing a false police report's a serious thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And lying to police officers on a sworn statement's a serious thing.
Yeah.
So, and we don't go there. So not only do I not lie, my son doesn't lie. We have 2 cameras that don't lie. So I hope he told you the truth for his sake.
Right, hang tight here.
Yeah, you got it. And I really hope that you guys are going to stand up for what's right here and do the right thing. Yeah. Father and son out taking video. The synopsis says father and son out taking video, whether or not it annoys people. We're out taking video on a sidewalk. Somebody got upset about that, decided to confront us, got loud, tried to climb over a fence to come at me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I told him to get away from me. So, well, I hope you guys do the right thing. That's all I can say. I've only sued one person in my life. I don't want to sue Washington.
No.
Not at all. I think it's a beautiful place. We want to keep coming back here and having cordial conversations with you guys. And just so you know, I'll give you a little window into what we do. We travel the country having very constructive, cordial conversations with law enforcement. That's what we do. So we go to a lot of places, we take video, nobody says anything, nobody does anything, we leave, nothing happens. Once in a while people decide they're going to call the police, you guys show up and we get to have a conversation with you. That's what it's about.
You forget you can take pictures in public.
Yeah, and I hope that never becomes a thing. Imagine a world where you can't. Imagine living in North Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Constitution in this country is taking a proverbial ass kicking right now. And we're not happy about it. No. So I think that
I mean, how would it be like, I want to come to Utah and I'll take pictures of the mountain and there's some guy at his cabin up there and he's upset to take
I always use Disney World. Like, you're going to take pictures of your kids at Disney World. What do? Ask 4,000 people permission to take a
exactly,
picture?
be around them and everything.
Yeah, and that's private property.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is public property.
Yep.
So how are we doing, Lieutenant?
Doing good. Sorry,
right.
remind me your name again?
Jason.
Jason. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So here's the deal, man. Like I say, people are worried with firearm out. You see your pepper spray.
I mean, I could conceal it.
Right. Well, that's totally your prerogative. That's
Right.
not against the law or anything. You know, obviously, people are just seeing people with cameras in the day and age we're in, with a gun, with capital stuff.
Which I just told you, I get that.
Yeah, and that's, we just want to make sure that you're safe, that they're safe. We don't have to come and keep dealing with you guys and bothering you. So just be careful. You know what you can do. My concern is, and like I said, I'm not interested in getting that gentleman in trouble. Right.
But I do know for a fact that he lied to you and told you things that aren't true on that report.
Okay.
Which will become public information. I'll request a copy of it, and I'll get a copy of it. So that, I would be a little more concerned about that than 2 guys walking on the sidewalk with a camera. We actually did show your detective the video here.
Yeah, he did.
So,
He told me.
I
I explained to him what I saw and that I didn't see a threat of violence on your guys' end.
I never do. I'm too small to be threatening people with violence. You know? And like I was telling him, I got my first pistol and my first concealed weapons permit 1995, so 26 years of carrying without incident.
Yeah, that's good.
You know, I don't plan to change that today.
All right. No.
So we're definitely, you know, but I want you to understand that I do educate myself. We've been to 29 states in the last year and a half.
Okay.
So I educate myself on state law before I go to a state.
Yeah.
And I'm aware that there is no statute on pepper spray in Utah, unless you're using it in the commission of a crime.
Correct.
Right. So as far as that situation was concerned, feel like I was fully within my rights to just let him know that that's what was going to happen if he didn't back up out of my face.
Okay.
Never left my pocket, never even touched it or grabbed it.
Okay.
But you know, I hope you appreciate that this is one of those situations, because you didn't know when you first came out.
Yeah, we just try to figure it out. Yeah.
But this is one of those situations where people get very emotional and very feelings oriented these days. So when that happens, they tend to say things out of excitement and drama that maybe aren't accurate or true.
Right.
So just maybe this was a wake-up call, maybe a reminder for all of us to remember that sometimes people just exaggerate and say, I can't wait to read what's in your statement.
No, we see that too, and that's, like I say, that's why we want to try to just separate everybody, get the information, and make the best call that we can off what we see. And obviously with the video camera, seeing is believing, right?
That's why we record. Yeah, no, and I'm glad you guys do you have a body camera as well?
Not with me, so I actually don't have one issued. I don't
wear it because it might save you one day. Look, it just saved me.
Yeah. No.
What would have happened if I didn't have my camera?
Yeah. No,
they might have arrested me.
That's I hear you. Like I say, I'm in the office. They just needed some help, so I came out. I don't get out.
Right. So this is the reason we film. This is the reason we make sure we have 2 angles and we're both always covering each other. Cool. And then there's no confusion.
Right.
Yeah. But you know, it's very important for. See, the other thing I'll let you guys get back to work. I know you have other things to do. Yeah. But you guys are in a very unique situation, in a very unique position. Okay, because the citizenry in this country right now is looking up to you for guidance. So this guy, when you got here, For example, a lot of times we'll be at a post office, right? None of the customers are saying anything. Everybody's going about their business, in and out, getting their mail, going up to the counter. Postal employee says, hey, you guys can't film in here, sets the whole crowd off, and you have mayhem. Right? So you're in a position where you can kind of control that a little bit with the public. When you let them know that, oh no, this is okay, this is not okay, they kind of they bounce off of what your directives are and where you're going and what you're, so, you know, wield that power wisely is all I'm saying. Because yeah, it's easy for an official to set off a nuclear explosion when there doesn't need to be one. You know? Yeah. But you know, and we expect you to first and foremost be before the laws of the land. We expect you to honor your oath. The most important oath you've ever taken in your life is the oath to the Constitution of the United States. And I was just saying to this officer, the Constitution is taking a proverbial beating right now. And every single person that can stand up for the Constitution is one little microcosm, tiny little thing that adds to where we need to be in this world. So I told you I'd tell you what we were doing. We have a YouTube channel. We both have YouTube channels.
I assumed that.
It's a First Amendment audit. Okay, so we follow the law. We come out here. We go to public places. We don't try to even go into restricted areas, anything like that. We stay where we're allowed to be, and we take video and photographs and see what kind of a response we get. And
from response from law enforcement, or just the general public, or both?
I know how the general public can react. So I'm more interested in having the conversation with you guys, the guys that are out on the street defending our rights and protecting the Constitution as you're supposed to be, as you swore to do. Right? That's my priority. This conversation is what I hope to wind up having. So I was just saying before to Officer Pratt, we go to a lot of places where people don't call the police. I can't tell you, for every one video that goes up on YouTube, there's 15 nobody ever saw because nothing happened. But I don't want to say we're instigating anything, but I love it when you guys show up because I get to have this conversation with you. And I think there's a huge divide between the citizenry and law enforcement in this country right now. And our goal is to try to close that gap by simple communication. Because I've said it 1,000 times, I don't have to understand everything you're doing. I don't have to appreciate everything you're doing. I don't have to approve of everything you're doing. And the same comes right back at me. But I think as men, we can find common ground. We can find middle ground. We can accept the fact that each other have the right to do what we're doing and just appreciate that, and we can have a conversation and shake hands and go away respecting each other's rights. And that's what we're all about. That's what we're doing.
Like I said,
that's all it is.
Bad stuff everywhere, so
that's it.
You know, we want to try to be the better one.
All right, well, you scared me a little bit. I thought you were going to put me in handcuffs.
Oh no, no.
Yeah, well, I didn't know which one you were going.
I knew, like I said, we get these once in a while, and so I knew your position, and I wanted to just make sure we were good. But like I said, I just want to know who I was dealing with.
Okay.
So, you know?
No, that's good. Well, now you know. So if you get another call about it, you can tell them, oh, those guys, we know them. They're just out doing what they do. Yeah, we're heading south, man. I don't want to be up north in this cold.
Come back in July when it's 115 here. It'll be nice.
We will. We were actually in Moab last summer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. But no, I appreciate you guys. I'm glad it ended on this note. I'm glad you guys, I really appreciate the fact that you were willing to look at the totality of the situation, like you guys say, because that gives you all the information, and I appreciate you taking the steps to do that, not just reacting to somebody's. You got to watch out for feelings these days.
Absolutely.
And emotions, because they're boiling over, man.
They're high.
And people just are looking, you know, and I just mentioned the divide between the citizenry and the law enforcement. Now there's a divide between citizen and citizen. And people are just like, if you don't agree with my point of view, they'll attack. And that's what you had here today. You had a guy that didn't agree with my right to be standing on the sidewalk, and he decided he was going to try to hop over a fence. You know, so that's a problem. And then on top of that, accuse me of doing something wrong and try to get me arrested. So what kind of world is that? You know, and I'm more worried about what kind of world I'm leaving for my son.
Absolutely.
You know, because none of us are here forever. And I'm sure you guys probably have kids. And we have to leave this world in some way for our children. So let's all every day make our priority to A, honor the Constitution of the United States, and B, leave this a better place for our kids. That's all it is, man.
Cool.
All right. Well, I don't know if you guys are shaking hands.
Yeah, absolutely.
I am. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Appreciate you. Officer,
Good luck to you. You guys be safe out here.
All right, guys. I appreciate you. And I'm going to just tell you, gentlemen, what we're going to do. I'm not going to, because what happens is if I run away now, the postal employees are going to think that you guys chased me off. So I have to stick around for a minute, do the victory lap just to prove my point. My son's probably going to, I'm carrying, so I'm not going on federal property. My son will probably go in, just do a quick loop through the post office, walk out, and we're going to be out of their hair. They'll probably never see us again. But we, you know, I have to wait for you to leave, and then we'll do that, and then we're out of here.
All right? Like I said, I talked to them, told them what you guys can do and whatever. We're good to go.
All right, cool. Well, appreciate you guys.
Travels, okay?
And on a human level, seriously, guys, stay safe.
We'll do.
Absolutely.
All right,
as well.
we need. There's good, just like there's good photographers and bad photographers, there's good police and bad police. And we rely on you guys to keep the bad guys in check.
Yes, we're gonna try.
All right, no, but seriously, because you want to know something, and I'll leave you with this. You know what a good police officer's worst enemy in this world is?
Bad cop.
A bad cop.
Yep, absolutely.
Have a good day, gentlemen.
Yeah,
Have a good one.
All right, so go do a lap around, and I'll wait for you out here by the door.
All right.
All right, so watch me.
All right, guys. So police were called. You saw how that went. At the end of the day, they acknowledged that we have the right to do what we're doing. Not too happy about the fact they detained us, but the guy did make up a story about how we threatened him, so I understand why they did it. And gonna take a lap around the post office here because it's within our rights. So retail areas back there. Let's go out the other door here.
Anybody say anything to you?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Hey, good.
Alright guys, that's about it for this one. I mean, multiple people tried to give us a hard time over taking video in public. The postal employee and the supervisor both tried to say they were going to throw us off the public sidewalk, and eventually that one guy ended up snapping, getting in our faces, and then trying to call the cops and get us arrested, pretending that we somehow threatened him. So that's ridiculous, and we're glad the cops did the right thing by not arresting us or giving us a ticket or anything. And not too happy about the getting detained part, but you know, like I said, I understand why they did that, since they guy decided to call up the police department and lie and say we were threatening them, and that's what they thought was going on here. But at the end of the day, they realized that's not what's going on, and we did nothing wrong. And that's about it for this one. So if you want to give some feedback on how we did in this video, or how any of the other participants here did, let us know in the comments. Subscribe and like the video. And if you want to contact the post office or the police department and let them know how you think they did, contact info for all that will be in the description. You can let them know how you think the postal employees did that tried to throw us off a public sidewalk and got in our faces. You can tell them, tell the police department what you think of them detaining us. And as usual, if you choose to contact anyone, please remain cordial, respectful, and don't curse or yell at anybody, and be productive. And that's about it for this one, guys. So like I was saying, if you like the video, hit like and subscribe and turn on notifications to be notified when I put up a new video, and check out my other social medias. So Watching the Watchman, coming to you from Washington, Utah. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Out.